So, this video was supposed to be out yesterday, but this audio got corrupted. And what I mean by the audio got corrupted, I accidentally deleted the audio like an idiot. So, yeah, let's get to the video. Hey guys, it's me, and it's going to be what if Naruto was in One Piece. So yeah, the last where we left off as Arlong was just defeated and Naruto was going on the ship with basically Luffy, and he was going to go train them, and we were going to go stop at an island for more resources and everything like that. So yeah, let's get to the what if, but first the intro. So yeah, we would get to basically Luffy, Usopp, Zoro, and Sanji. Naruto would proceed to teach Sanji how to use his Genkai that he actually gained. I'll say lava release. Sanji would have proceeded to basically Naruto to teach Sanji how to compress lava release into his kicks. After 2 days of training with Sanji, he would manage to teach Sanji how to do this and basically everything else that you can do with your Genkai with rubber and everything. They would proceed to teach Zoro, Usopp, and Luffy. He would teach them how to use Sage Mode, basically teaching them the fast way that I think the Grand Toad, like Jiraiya Sensei teached him. Naruto would know a better way of Sage Mode, so he'd proceed to teach them also with Shadow Clones. So then Luffy and Usopp and Zoro would proceed to master Sage Mode. Luffy would be able to use way stronger attacks that are way stronger than pistols, and Zoro would proceed to use attacks also way stronger with swords and everything. And if he condenses them with chakra, he can easily crush steel with the backside of his sword and slice steel with the backside of his swords. Oh my god, I meant basically the normal side of the swords, basically the cutting force. I'm sorry for my grammar, it's not good today. So yeah, I did say in the last video that Zoro did use all chakra natures into his swords as well. So yeah, he's able to also do that with chakra control on or like do a chakra around his swords and basically all the chakra natures and Sage Mode. Overpowered, but still nice. He would proceed to teach them how to use a Rasen Shuriken. This will take a whole entire month, them learning how to use the Rasen Shuriken, and yeah, they would have been done. Naruto would have said that they're now going to go to Locktown, okay? Don't you want to see where the king of the pirates died? And where he grew up? So they would have proceeded to make it to Locktown. Luffy would have actually defeated Alfida and Buggy in a couple of shots with just his fire punch, basically using fire chakra into his punches. And when Smoker is like holding onto Luffy, Naruto would have actually and Dragon would have actually came to basically tells I think Smoker off. Basically Naruto would proceed to kick Smoker all the way basically to a building, then would have proceeded to take Luffy and then get him back to the ship. Dragon would have think that who was that? And he would have think that it's good that some people are looking after his son. So yeah, we would get to the Grand Line, where they would get basically Balloon. I think Balloon, I don't know her name or his name, I'm sorry, I think it's the whale. Then Luffy would have still made his symbol on Balloon, and basically went basically Wispy Peak, I'm pretty sure. And still, Naruto would have known this is kinda a bit weird that they're just cheering on pirates, and he does sense so much malice behind those voices. So he realized they might be bounty hunters. And Zoro already knows this is basically, I think, the organization of Baroque works. Zoro would have still defeated them very easily, Naruto actually watching it all. But then, when Luffy and Zoro were going to start fighting, when they first was about to clash, Naruto would have gotten in the way and basically thrown them both into a wall, saying that there's no more fighting. Basically, Mr. 4 and Mrs. Valentine's would basically keep on chasing Vivi, then Naruto would have gotten in the way and basically chopped them both in the neck, knocking them both out. And Vivi would have still told them the identity of Crocodile and everything. Or, sorry, not Mr. 4, I mean Mr. 5. Oh, Mr. 5 would have overheard everything. Then the fleet would come and the person, or Vivi's, I think, person that is supposed to be guarding Vivi would still have been killed. So they would proceed to go on the Mary and they would proceed to go to Little Garden. Robin would have still told them optional if they would want it, basically the compass, but Naruto declined, even Luffy and everybody else. And Luffy would have still fought Mr. 3 and won pretty easily because of his fire, basically being able to melt the counters away, and Luffy would not have fallen for, I think, the little girl that basically paints symbols that mean like sadness, anger, and all that. So Luffy would have managed to dodge all of those. Then would have proceeded to defeat number 3. And Usopp already would have defeated number 5 and Miss Valentine with Naruto's training and everything like that. And yes, they would have proceeded to Winter Drum Island, but I think that would have went the exact same. Not much would have changed. Maybe that it got a little bit more faster and everything. They would go to Alabasta. Luffy would have met Ace. Ace would have proceeded to say hello to Luffy, and then Ace would be joining them for a little while. With Luffy still being trapped would have happened, but what would change in the original would be this. Just by the training of Naruto, Luffy would have easily been able to see Crocodile's weakness because he's made of a sand, maybe an intense amount of water. So Luffy would have put some water style into his punches, slowly beating Crocodile. But then Crocodile would have proceeded to absorb more of these punches. Then Luffy would have tried other chocolate element punches, but it wouldn't work. So Luffy would keep on using water. And yeah, some events would go canon. With Vivi and Nami, and with Zoro, and with maybe Sanji. So yeah, Luffy and Crocodile would still be fighting. Then Luffy would proceed to infuse way more chakra into his punches and add even more water release. Luffy and Crocodile would proceed to have a brawl, basically of attacks towards each other. Sand attacks, and Naruto using jutsu of water, basically using a water bullet, and basically using a gum pistol Rasengan, but filled with water chakra. Luffy would still have lost. Then Naruto would have proceeded to Kame, then giving Luffy basically Kurama chakra into his wound. Then Luffy would have proceeded to give, or Naruto would actually proceeded to give Luffy some of his power. Naruto says to use it wisely against Crocodile. Luffy would have proceeded to combat Crocodile. Then Crocodile would have proceeded to battle Luffy. Luffy wants this fight to end, needing to save Alabasta and Vivi. So Luffy would proceed to activate the Kyuubi cloak. So if any injuries came to basically Luffy, the Kurama cloak would basically heal him. And it basically Luffy would proceed to pummel Crocodile into the roof of the pyramid, basically doing like in the original, but with water release. And yes, Alabasta would have been saved and Robin would have still came. And Naruto would have said that he's going to leave Luffy. Luffy would say, "What do you mean? You're one of our crewmates." Naruto saying that he wants to go on his own adventures, but Luffy would proceed to cry, saying that you're gonna have to fight me first, then you leave. And Naruto would say that, "So, if you beat me in a fight, I'll have to stay in your crew?" Luffy would say, "Yeah." "Oh, let's battle already." So Naruto and basically Luffy would be in the middle of Alabasta. Then they would proceed to begin their fight. And it's obvious to Luffy that Naruto clearly has more physical strength. And then Luffy would proceed to use a Gum pistol with a Rasengan. Basically, Naruto sending his own Rasengan. These two Rasengans would clash, creating a big explosion. Then Naruto proceeded to use the One Tail's cloak. Then Luffy would go in Gear 1. After a while of just clashes, basically using jutsus and everything, and Luffy just using the Rasengan, and basically Luffy would proceed to try to make Sage Mode, so he would proceed to make a couple of Shadow Clones, and he would scatter them around Alabasta, basically summoning Sage Chakra. And no, the reason why Luffy didn't actually use Sage Mode against Crocodile is because he needed all of his chakra currently right now, and they didn't need Shadow Clones collecting chakra for him. So yeah, you guys have to comment to me like, oh, why didn't Luffy use Sage Mode against Crocodile? But yeah, let's get back to the fight. Then Luffy would proceed to use something, combining Gear 2 with Gear 1, making his punches as large as a giant's. Naruto would proceed to go to the second part of the cloak, sprouting a second tail. Then Luffy would not expect this. Naruto would proceed to come with a Rasen Shuriken. Luffy would barely manage to dodge this Rasen Shuriken, but passing by his head and hitting a rock nearby, basically destroying the whole rock. Then Naruto would have uppercutted Luffy to basically the sky, and then basically got up to Luffy's level, and then basically pounded Luffy to the ground in multiple punches. Luffy added desperately, not wanting Naruto to leave, using the power that Naruto gave him, or basically any left of the power. So the power would proceed to heal all of Luffy's wounds and everything. And Naruto would say this: "I'll show you all of my power at once." And it's not like the Marines aren't watching this fight, but they're recording Luffy's levels and Naruto's levels. And when Naruto claims that this is all of his power, Marines want to rank Naruto's bounty and everything. Naruto's saying that I'll end it with a decent powerful jutsu, summoning a Beiju Dama, and putting a Rasen Shuriken around it, but also putting all of the chakra natures around it, and every tail to be little bit amount of chakra, to show Luffy that he has respect for him and he has respect for his abilities. Naruto to proceed to throw his attack, exactly hitting Luffy. And let's just say that in the middle of Alabasta there is nothing, and basically it's still like an arena in the middle of Alabasta where stronger fighters can come and basically battle. So this whole basically arena would have been destroyed, basically creating a massive hole, and the crater would have been so deep. The explosion was long, but the crater was massively deep, and basically deeper than 10 miles. And Luffy would have been in the center of it. Naruto would have proceeded to go down the massive hole, and ironically, the chakra cloak is actually the only thing from Luffy's death. The chakra cloak keeping Luffy alive and basically healing all of the wounds that he got from that, and also protecting him from basically the blast itself. Luffy would have been passed out. Naruto would have proceeded to get out of the hole with his Kurama cloak. So the Marines would have saw a very giant fox with 9 tails coming out of this hole, and with yellow chakra. Basically Naruto carrying Luffy. The Marines would have sized the hole and everything, taken pictures of the hole, and would have basically taken the damage, basically inspected everything. And would have also said that Naruto has a massive avatar. He would have said that Luffy also used basically the power of Naruto Uzumaki to defeat Crocodile. They'd be hearing all of this. And we all know that Naruto's at least, I think, solar system level or planet level. Naruto wasn't even going all out in that attack, but still he did show one of his ultimate jutsus. Naruto did technically have to drop a lot of the chakra, like 99%, or like 50% of the chakra wasn't used for the jutsu, so yeah, it was compressed and basically a downgraded version of his ultimate jutsu. He made this jutsu when he was in One Piece. So yeah, they would proceed to put all that information into Naruto's bounty. They would recommend Naruto's bounty to be 600 million, there would be 900 million, there would be 700 million, and there would be 500 million. One even mentioned it to make it 1 billion. They decided 900 million berries, and they said they'll raise it to 1 billion in the future if he does any more things, because they don't want to make his bounty too high for the public. 900 million is still very, very high, and probably one of the highest bounties today. Naruto was taking with Kurama for a really long time, to give him a percentage of Kurama to Naruto. Naruto decided the percentage, 50% of the chakra but 20% of the soul. In theory, the 20% of the soul should regen 50% of the chakra. So Naruto will have a disadvantage of only having about 80% of the soul of basically Kurama. So yeah, I'm trying to level Naruto just a little bit, but 80% of Kurama's basically soul won't affect Naruto too much. So Naruto would be able to do the basic things of KCM1 and KCM2 with like 50% of basically Kurama's chakra, and basically 20% would be able to regenerate the chakra, but not fast. Naruto would have used a seal to basically put this with Luffy. Naruto would proceed to leave, saying to Luffy, "In your adventures," and basically telling him how to activate KCM1 and KCM2, that he will have to request it from basically Kurama. And this will be the same Kurama as mine, so he'll be friendly. It will willingly give you chakra. And Kurama did actually connect with Luffy, and Luffy has came to Naruto's mindscape to basically talk to Kurama and everything. So Naruto would have proceeded to leave. So yeah, Luffy would have stopped for basically a training trip for at least 2 months to basically practice his Kurama cloak so he can master it. Also, this would have took me about like 5 hours to do. Reasons, there was so much noise around the place, and it wasn't basically my dad or anything. It's just my brother was playing some games, so like he was basically talking a lot. And most of the time of the background noise, it's actually just him. But yeah, let's end the video here. I hope you guys like and subscribe, and bye.